What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of The Block is Hot. Today, we're actually interviewing Martin and his upcoming CNFT project, which is the Greyhound Society. They're minting this week, and I thought it was a pretty cool project to share with you guys. And Martin has been a big fan of this channel and has constantly been commenting on the videos. So I was like, heck yes, let's have you on here and showcase your project. So Martin, if you don't mind just going over a little bit of the background of yourself and the other member of the team, and just kind of show us the project today.
Yeah, cool. First of all, thanks a lot for having me. I'm really happy to spam in your comments. Sorry for that. But yes, it's really hard to promote your project. Basically, there are a lot of very cool CNFT projects going on, so it's really hard to get the people. I guess my name is Martin, just like I said, aka the Hound on Discord server, and also spamming everywhere there. And I'm creating this CNFT project along with a partner and a friend called Referral, or Fernando, and he's the artist and obviously the star of this project because the art is really outstanding. I'm the developer of the team, so basically I'm in charge of creating all these auto-generated things to be part of the community, to promote events, to create the website and all that stuff. And after all, it's all about the art. It's enough for him to do that. But yes, we are the Greyhound Society. Basically, we are providing this theme of greyhounds, obviously, and our very first objective is to create a strong community that basically, I mean, the art, yes, it's cool, but what we really want is to create this community strong, to let people feel that they belong to something and they are part of a club, of a society, or something like that. So yeah, we have a lot of things to say. We are meeting tomorrow, March 9th. 7 p.m. UTC, and we are running right now the pre-sale that is going pretty good. We have 200 whitelist members. Up to now, just 100 have been minted. 100 members just mint, and we have like half of the batch of the supply for the pre-sale already sold. So we think it's a cool number. And yeah, okay, what else I have to say?
Yeah, how about, so I like there that you were bringing up building a community. I think that's like a really important thing for any NFT project. Kind of transcending just art and getting that into a community focus, because there's some like super strong communities out there like Clay Nation, for example, where there's just so many loyal holders of it. Would you like to share your screen here and just kind of showcase some of the art? Because I think that's what's really stood out to me, was just like the design of the different art pieces.
So yeah, this is the website where we are trying to, in a way, express what the project wants to offer to the holders. And it's about a story, because Fidel and I, we came from we are basically working on video game industry and video game companies. So we want to use those skills and put it on the NFT space. We are not saying that we are creating a game, but we are going to talk about this in a few minutes. So what we wanted to do is to create a story to say why there is a society, or why there is a club inside this project. And basically we thought about this founder that is basically the father of the society, and he has this kind of adventure that we are going to reveal via notes that he wrote in some point of the adventure. So you're not just going to know the story, but also you will have some puzzles and you have some mystery notes and things like that will allow you to advance in the story. that is the like the core of the things that we are going to do. So basically, it's like it will be like a pirate's age where you can find different characters. You will be able to go from one island to another one to crack some stories and things like that. Let's check in depth things like the different features that we have. So we have this descendant feature that basically, to summarize, is every Greyhound has a house that belongs to. Because in the story, we're going to tell about the different founders. We have the main founder, that is the Greybone, that it's here. And Greybone in the story just had these other founders in the story that basically are their partners. And to seek this adventure, looking for these legendary Greyhounds, that it's another feature. So one of the metadata of the Greyhound is the house where they belong. So we are going to use that information to create some events or create some drops, like we are going to check that in a few minutes.
So are these like houses kind of like different families or branches in a way? Are they like?
Yes.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. So it's almost like, because it's in the metadata, it's almost like it's classification of like which house or which branch. I don't know if you've seen like Harry Potter or something, how they have like the different. So is it kind of like a situation like that?
That's right. And we wanted this is the Discord server, and this are all the Greyhounds that are being made right now. And we have the houses have a special characteristic, that is the body color. So for example, the red ones are the Shelby Larks, the dark browns are the Markler, and browns are the Crestwoods, and then we have the grays are the Greybones. The white are the Bull Terrier, and we have the blacks one that are Crowell. And I can't remember if we have, and we have the green ones that are Ulrich. So each body color represents a house. So it's going to be easy to differentiate them when you have it in your wallet or when you are trying to look for them.
I do like how it's easy to be able to look at it right away and be able to notice like, okay, this is the house that this is in. Now, do all of those houses have like the same rarity chance of you getting into them, or are there certain houses that are more rare than others?
No, I mean, they are very, very balanced. It doesn't mean that all the houses have the same amount of Greyhounds, but they are very, very balanced.
Sweet.
And also each body, because it has the color itself, it has some variation. So you can find, for example, the brown with a white chest. Then you can find the brown with the stripes, or things like the brown without anything, the plain brown. And that is with every color. So you have some kind of variation. So the color is the main characteristics in some way, because as you said before, you see the Greyhound, so and you say, oh, okay, this is the Greybone.
Sweet.
Okay, now so yeah.
Oh, go for it.
No, tell me.
Oh no, I was saying, so like the art looks cool, and I was like, I know this might be a question more for Ferdinand, but what was kind of like the inspiration to do like the whole hound thing? Like to go, like what was like the whole thought process behind that?
Well, that's a really good question. Obviously, yes, it's for him. But I can tell you, because we both decided to do Greyhounds in some way. And we were first of all, apes were to burn out everywhere in every blockchain, but we wanted to find something that have a personality, or something that it's in some way is strong enough to say, I want one of them because I like it, and not because one of the things that we want is that we understand that people buy the things because of the rarity or the ranking or things just to sell it expensive. But one of the things that we really want is to make it really hard for you to sell your Greyhound, because in some way, all they are somehow awesome or nice looking or something like that. So we want to achieve that. And
you want people to have like a connection to it. You want people to be able to see it, have a connection to it, like the art more than just in a money way, like the art for what it is, and hope that people relate to that and really hold on to it type deal. No, I know what you're, yeah.
That's right, yeah. We wanted that because first of all, the CNFT space, it's really good for artists, and it's a really good place for people that really do these kind of things. And in some specific company or a specific job, they don't get paid really how they should be in some way. And this is a really good place to them to create the things that they love, sell it, obviously. But one of the things that the artists and also I from this project, we want is to have this connection, as I said. Like I have this Greyhound, I really love it. I will try to hold it as long as I can. So following the feature with the different features that we have, I will try to summarize this. So because it's really long, but it's about the Greyhound legends or the legendary Greyhounds. These are basically one-on-one NFTs. They do not share any trait with any other Greyhound. And the way to get them is through the application that we are going to create. As I said before, we come from the mobile game industry, so we know how to create applications or games, and we feel very comfortable with that. So we decided to create this app that is not going to, it's going to be like a hub for the holders. That we want to avoid having Discord and having an application that really belongs to the holders. That we are thinking about adding a lot of features, like for example, looking your own Greyhounds that you have in your wallet, looking other Greyhounds, trying to do something like CNFT Tools has, but just with the Greyhound itself. So you can see if you want to snipe a specific Greyhound, you will be able to do it through the web page and through the application, sorry. Create, I don't know, alerts for a specific price for a specific Greyhounds, things like that. And then we have this, I think is the core of everything. That is the map, that is the Galg on Earth, and the story that we are presenting to the holders. This map, just to summarize, imagine a Google Maps with a theme, with a pirate theme, with islands, with a specific, I don't know, if you zoom in an island, you will see more details, like for example, a bar or a tent or trees, things like that. And you will have your avatar that it's going to walk around and you will be able to interact with it. And following the founder notes and also some clues or passes that other characters inside the map can give you, you will be able to reach these legendary Greyhounds. And also you will be able to find these hidden chests that inside, basically they contain, we are thinking about that right now, but I think we are going to reveal the seed phrase of a wallet containing ADA. So basically you will get some kind of reward for following that quest.
So just to make sure that I'm understanding this correctly, you guys come from, gaming development applications, And you guys are trying to eventually, with this project, make an app where people are going to be able to go in, see their Greyhound, stuff like that. And in this app, there's going to kind of be like a map, kind of like Google Maps, where you can see these different buildings like bars and stuff like that. And you can kind of explore this world with your avatar and find hidden chests, which can have money. And you can also find these legendary Greyhounds. Is that pretty much?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
So almost like its own like metaverse in this gaming app where people are really going to see their avatars come to life and be able to communicate with other people and find these hidden chests and follow the story that you guys are building.
Yeah, it's not a metaverse. I have a very strong, how to say, I think the metaverse is something else, but I don't want to enter into that.
Yeah.
But basically, what we are going to do is an application that like an interactive application where you can move an avatar from one place to another one, but it's just like a single player game. If you see it in your application, you're not seeing anybody else, but everybody is hunting the same NFT in some way. So the first that cracks all the story, it will get the NFT. So imagine that you crack the story, you went to the specific island, the specific mountain at the specific moment, and you put the phrase that you have to put, and you get this legendary Greyhound. If I go, because I continue the story, if I go and I put the phrase in the mountain, for example, I will not see it. There will be some kind of message that it says, the legendary Greyhound has been minted by another person, another member, or this wallet or something like that.
So will there only ever be one of each of these 7?
That's right.
Wow. So it's going to be kind of cool because like when you guys have this, because I know you guys are trying to do like a piratey theme, like people are going to be on this quest in a sense to try to see who can find these legendary ones. And as they go through this application and stories and hints and stuff like that, if they're the first one to do it, then they're going to get this legendary NFT and it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty cool, man. I'm glad. This is why I like doing interviews like this, because you get like a more in-depth look of what the owners and founders are thinking. Because like I went through this website and I was reading some of this stuff, but I mean, it's totally different hearing it from you and what your thoughts are on it and knowing that you have a background in this already. So it's not like you already know what you're talking about when it comes to actually making an application.
Yeah, it's really hard to try to express a whole idea in just 4 paragraphs or something like that. So yeah, this kind of interviews are great to express a little bit more of what we are trying to achieve. And so basically, this Greyhound Legends is the competition in the community itself. So basically, everybody is going to. We think that everybody is going to try to compete to get these NFTs, but then we have something that is community-based. It's an event that is community-based in some way. I mean, everybody had to do something, or everybody can help in the cause of getting these cursed Greyhounds. So we have this side story. We have the main story of the Greybone and all these seeking the legendary Greyhounds, but we have a side story where everything basically goes to hell and all the Greyhounds get cursed, and we have these relics that are going to be NFTs spreading them out. So people will have to find them. And when these 6 relics are being found by people, we are going to be able to release this collection of cursed Greyhound that basically they are very similar to put in just words like the mutant Bored Ape Yacht Club, basically. Okay. But what we want to do is that people that the people that got these relics to combine it with a Greyhound and have a specific one cursed Greyhound created, like again mutant borate when you use the serum with a monkey and with an ape, and you get something really weird and awesome at the same time.
No, that's cool. So the only way they're going to be eventually able to get these cursed Greyhounds is the only way through basically getting those different relics and earning that serum in a sense.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like, it's almost like an achievement in a way, like, hey, you did all this stuff, you got all this relics, as a reward, you can curse your Greyhound.
Yes, there are two things. People will need to get these 6 relics to be able to allow us to release this collection. That it's a collection of I can't remember the amount that we were talking, but there will be like between 3,000 and 5,000 Greyhounds, cursed Greyhounds, and collecting these 6 relics will allow us to release this for the holders. This means that only holders containing Greyhounds will be able to mint cursed Greyhounds. But the people who got the relics, they will be able to or sell the relic in the NFT market, or to use it with a Greyhound to get up something really big and awesome. We're still looking for it, but I think Referral is going to find some greatness in these cursed Greyhounds.
Yeah, for sure. That's a cool idea. I like that a lot, actually. Like having like, because you have to like put in the work in order to really access these, which gives it like a whole nother level than just someone being able to buy it right away, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we want to have these moments of community fighting each other, but also community working together, depending on the event that we want to show in that moment. And also we are looking, because we have these houses, we are looking for events specific for houses, or specific for specific for the houses itself. Like, for example, to enter a specific area of the map, you need a Crowell Greyhound, because the story explains that the Crowell family lives there or something like that. So if you don't have a Crowell in your wallet, you will not be able to enter that place. And also, for example, we the story or the event itself, it can ask you to have several houses in your wallet to be able to enter to an area that the hidden chest of that area is much bigger than another hidden chest, for example, in another part. So we wanted to play a little bit around with the content of the information that we have, like the metadata in the and all these hidden chests and NFTs, and trying to create like an inner world in the application where the holders can play around, have fun, and obviously also another benefit of creating this mobile application is that we can always add more content to it. So we have the map that is basically the core mechanic of this project. Inside of it, we can create events, we can create, new collections, or we can create new rewards for the holders, new stories, things that we can always add more content to it. And that is one of the things that we know, because we work in the video game industry and we saw how we put content to engage the users. And basically it's this very same thing that we want to do.
No, and I like that idea a lot, because the more engaged you can have, the more engagement you have for your project, the better at the end of the day, because that's going to build a stronger community. That's going to create more demand. That's going to mean a lot more people are going to be holding on to these, right? And it's kind of similar Like the one thing with Ada Ninjas, I don't know if you've heard of Ada Ninjas, they do these stories and manga all the time. And I noticed like in their Discord, it really does make a difference, man. Like when you can have those applications or fun things to do, community events, games, hidden chest, like that's the type of stuff that's going to keep people staying rather than, just looking to, buy it and then sell it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a really big fan of Bored Ape, of not because the apes itself, it's because what they created behind the art. They have created a community that is really small. It's small in the comparison with the rest of the world, right? I mean, how many people do you know that has an ape, a Bored Ape, for example? Yeah. So the thing is, all the things that they are creating, they are awesome. And basically, we take them as a very good example of what we want to achieve too. We want to have people talking about greyhounds, not because the art, because I belong to the Greyhound Society or something like that. So also we have to continue and to finish about the features of the project. Also we have, let me show you the Discord. And also let me show you some of the art. This is a carnival, samurai, bumping.
Dude, that looks pretty sick, honestly.
Yeah, we have different. I mean, I've created the 10,000 of them, and in some point you have to select some of them to be replaced with other things. And it was really hard for me to say, I have to take out this. And I was looking at it and say, it's awesome. I cannot take this from the collection. I cannot take out this from the collection. So yeah, they are pretty cool. We are really happy. The people is really excited about what they are getting. And that make us really happy because it's one of the things that we want. We want people to have this connection that we talked before. This is another.
How many different like traits do you guys have? Because this looks very unique. Like, do you know how many different traits there are?
Yeah, there are like 284, if I'm not mistaken, traits.
That's a lot of traits.
Yeah, between body, clothing, the snout, the eyes, the head, and the ear, and I think and the neck. Yeah, there are a lot of traits. And also one of the things that the body variations really makes them unique, because you can have almost the same traits, but if you have the different body, it's like a really another unique greyhound. And yeah, we have different things. And also one important thing is we have this one-on-one legendary greyhounds. Then we have collaborations that we made with another CNFT project that I'm going to show you right now, that they have a one trait specific that is unique in all the collection. Then we have the sets that basically, let me show you if I can find a set over here. Here, for example, this one that has the gray background with the Greyhound Society logo. It's a complete set. This means that the hat is from the Christmas set, the ear is from the Christmas set, and the clothing in this case is from the Christmas. This means that there is no other Greyhound containing all the set completely.
Oh, wow.
But yes, another Greyhounds, they can use, for example, the hat, or they can use the code.
But for all of it to be together is something special. And then that's when they get the special background to showcase, hey, this one's special.
That's right. And obviously we have gold.
Nice.
So, okay, let's go to the roadmap here. And we have something, I want to show you the quests and different collaboration we have. Basically, using the map, that is the core mechanic, we are going to create some quests that they are not part of the main story, they are side quests. But if you complete them before anybody else, you will get one of the collaboration. That's right, yes. So we have collaboration with Disco Solaris, a great project. Soho Kids, so you can see that the trait is unique. You will not see it in another Greyhound. With the Laughing in Sock Collective, it's a really fun project. Chilled Kong, we're really happy that we collaborate with all of
them. And there's only one of them, or is there?
There is only one. This is only the Greyhound that has this trait. Yes, that's right.
Wow, that's actually really sick how you guys are basically partnering with these other projects and having those. I like what you guys are doing, honestly, having these different quests where you're able to actually earn stuff that is completely unique and special. Because like somewhat obviously, you know, in CNFTs, people like multiple projects. So it's like, for example, let's say someone loves Ape Society, right? They might really want to work super hard to get that collab because they love both of your projects. And it's cool that there is that aspect of you actually earning something. Because I feel like a lot of different projects out there, like they're coming out with their own tokens, but the token, like utility tokens, but the tokens don't have that much utility. But what's special about this, it's like, hey, you know, you're actually getting a special NFT if you do a bunch of this stuff and you hold and you play and you engage. And I mean, the amount of partnerships and collabs you guys can do is insane too.
Yeah, we are really happy to have all this collab, and I think a lot to everyone in all these projects. I talked with every person of this project, and all of them, they're cooler. They also I forgot the word, but they encourage us to do this launching, to have success and all the stuff. So basically, they're pretty cool people. So I feel like the space, the CNFT space in the developer or in the creators part, to be really how to say it, like all together in some way, like. We are working all together. We are helping all together. So that is really cool. And what else we have? So I cannot forget. Well, we have the roadmap. To be honest, we were against to have a roadmap at the beginning, because since we come from a video game background, when you create a video game for mobile, for example, you cannot put a roadmap, because I mean, you can have an horizon where you want to go, but you cannot say every point of what you're going to do, because and I believe the CNSP, the NFT space in general, it's very dynamic. I mean, you can today say that you're going to do one of these 3 points, and perhaps in that moment, things change it radically. And you have to move to another vision, or you have to work on another thing or something else. But we listen to the community, and we try to create a roadmap to share the vision of what we wanted to do. So I'm not going to review all of this, because I'm going to take a lot of time. But basically, what we want to do is to release the story of the Greyhound month per month. So you will have a legendary per month. And also, we are going to drop the founders the NFT of the founders to holders of the specific house of the founder that we are going to drop. So let's say that we're going to drop the Crowell founder. So everybody holding a Crowell hound will be able to get or to win that NFT. And also we're going to do some ADA drop or giveaway to the holders. And also we are going to give away some NFT as well. We have a specific supply that we save for ourselves to create events, to create promotion, to encourage people to get into the community. And after all, we also wanted to do some merchandising, but also creating merchandising in a specific way that also makes it valuable. Like, for example, creating not only digital things, but also unique physical things. Like, for example, creating cards, a card of each Greyhound. So if you have the Greyhound number 10, for example, you can buy the physical Greyhound number 10, and you will get the card like a Pokemon card, for example. And that is the only card that is going to be sold. So we want to see if that moves also a secondary market of physical things in the real world, basically.
No, that's really cool. And you know what's interesting about what you said here about like the whole roadmap thing? It's like you're completely right in the fact that things have to adapt with time and the market and demands. And I think sometimes what's hard is like the community really pushes for roadmaps. And even me, when I look over a project, I want to see what they're planning. But there is that like thought process, like, man, things can change. Time zones, timing of stuff can change as well. So it's interesting that you brought up that point as a creator of, you want to, you have all these things planned, but to kind of put it into like a fixed time schedule and roadmap is kind of counterproductive and something that like, it's basically causing something to be strict and fit into a mold when you need to be able to be versatile. So yeah. But what's cool is like what you were talking about. Like, I think the main thing that I'm kind of getting out of this project is like, you're making cool art. You want people to fall in love with that art. You really want to make a community and narrative that sticks of, hey, this is a society, this is a community, and you're going to really execute that through making these different quests, making the application, getting that engagement, having these special one-for-one legendaries and collabs you can find, finding these treasure chests, building these different houses or families that are going to have specific benefits or different quests, side quests to them. So it's really cool because I can definitely imagine in the future people really like breaking into like, they would be overall fans of the project, but then they might specifically be like super into the what was it, the Creole, Crowell family, whatever the case is, right? And they might be like, oh wow, like I really vibe with this specific type of art style, and I like the community, I like this house, and I think that's cool. Like I think what's crazy is you don't need these, and what I like from you is like you're not promising to do all this crazy stuff like we're making this crazy metaverse and it's going to be, like even when I brought up the term metaverse, like I can tell like you are really trying to develop and create something with a long-term vision and really build the foundation of community and art first, rather than promising a lot of stuff and not necessarily delivering on it.
Yeah, now that you bring that, it's specifically what we wanted to do. I mean, we are trying ourselves to show our faces, to show our work, to let the people understand who we are and what we can do. So they basically will understand if we say we're going to create a metaverse, and if I'm a writer only, for example, you may be asked, okay, a writer, perfect. It's promising a metaverse. How is going to create a metaverse a writer? Perhaps it creates a whole story, but a metaverse needs developer, need artists, if you put an economy in the metaverse, you need to carefully check that the economy doesn't is not going to fall or it's not going to be unbalanced and things like that. And it's very, very same to create a video game. You need to balance things. And we have a lot of people, game designers, we have QAs. When I see people promising metaverse, it's really exciting because it's something really new. But also I wonder myself if they are really understanding what it's creating and something like that, because we didn't put anything about metaverse here. First of all, because we don't have the vision right now to create something like that. In the future, it might be changed. We can find something that really clicks in the project and says, oh, it would be amazing to create a metaverse of pirates with greyhounds, and we can see in the future how it works. But all the things that we put on the roadmap are things that we understand that are achievable by us, that we can do it.
And I like that how you said achievable, like executable, like actually able to pull off. Like you're not over promising. Like I know that based on your background and from what I've heard from you, like a lot of the stuff on your roadmap and the quest and all that stuff, like that is stuff that you can definitely deliver on. And I think what's funny is like what I noticed with all these projects that are actually doxed, like yourself, like you tend to see a lot less BS, because it's like now you actually are accountable for delivering on that stuff. So people can put these keywords and phrases in and try to build hype and try to convince people to buy it. But at the end of the day, you know, because they're not doxed, who's to say they actually deliver? So it's just cool to see from you guys. Now, we are running out of time here on this Zoom call, but I wanted to just ask one more question here. And I asked this in my last interview. So in your opinion, like with all these different projects coming out, like what do you think is really going to separate the Greyhound society? And why should people watching this video go ahead and mint your project in 2 days, right?
Yeah,
so
tomorrow, March 9. And yes, the question is, the question that you made yourself when you are going to create a video game too. What makes the difference between your game and the game that is already succeeding there, for example? The first thing that we think that it's going to be, I don't know if the game changer of this is that we have an application, a mobile application. I mean, we see a lot of NFT projects that have, for example, a website or things like that. But we believe that all the people have cell phones, and basically combining with the Discord madness of having a lot of channels and not being so productive or perhaps active in those channels, we wanted to separate that from the holders. I mean, we wanted to create a specific application for the holders where you can chill out there, where you can see news from the project, where you can provide feedback, where you can talk with other holders perhaps, or with another householders, that it's not something that it would be cool to do. But basically the mobile applications, we believe that it's going to be the game changer compared with another ones. And then the thing of adding a story is not something new, that is totally true. But I think that adding this map and interaction and bringing content to it, like feeding a game inside the application, I think that is going to be cool, and it's going to also reward people with ADA. We are not going to create a token. We are going to use ADA instead. So basically, if you win something, you will get ADA. And I think that things are the things that perhaps it can be slightly different with another CNFT projects.
Wow, man. I mean, awesome, dude. Honestly, really cool to have you on here just for the mint details, so I can tell everyone that's interested. By the way, guys, I'm going to have their website and their Twitter in the description, and none of this is a paid promotion either. I literally am having them on completely free, just so there's no biases from me. But on their website, you said you guys are releasing tomorrow, and the mint price is 40 ADA still.
That's right. Yes.
So 40 ADA, there's 10,000 of these. Some of them are already being bought in the pre-sale that is going on now. And then the remainder are going to be releasing tomorrow. So pretty cool stuff, man. Anything you want to say before we clock off here?
No, thanks a lot for having us. It was a pleasure to be with you, sharing all this information, and just to send a big hi to all the Discord members that probably will be watching. Yes. So thanks a lot for your time.
Yeah, no problem, guys. I hope everyone here has an awesome day, and I hope you enjoyed this project. But see you guys later.